Many people, when they're in multi-level marketing, use faith manipulation. So they use Jesus or God as a connection point. And a lot of these interactions occur on social media. If you post something in your stories, when we're in multi-level marketing, we're looking all over at your content to see what is something that we have in common. What could I use as a conversation starter with you? And unfortunately, faith is one of those ones that's being used. So I've got this is going to be an interesting video for you. It's going to be really revealing, because it's going to be showing somebody who is in BODi, and then BODi announced, hey, we're not going to have the business opportunity anymore. And then there's going to be people just pouncing on this person, even though this person says, I don't want to do anything more with MLMs. We don't take no for an answer. When we're an MLM, we'll just ask, And then there's just like message after message after message. And then there is the faith component too. So when you see this, somebody is also of faith, then you see somebody in a multi-level marketing company, we're like, oh, I also love Jesus, and Jesus is the center of this company. So you should really look at my thing. So the amount of messages that this person has received is shocking. And shout out to you. Thank you so much for sending me all this information. Thank you to everybody who's sending anti-MLM content creators information. We really appreciate it. And I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot just to be involved in one of these things and then just, realize, okay, I don't want anything more to do with this. And I really appreciate you sending me this stuff. I'm keeping everybody's identity private and them anonymous. If you happen in some way, because people are really good at sleuthing things out, if you do figure out who someone is, please just respect their privacy and keep it, just don't say anything. This is meant to just show a couple of things. One thing is to show how people pounce when a company has announced like they're going affiliate, even though we're all coached and you see everybody virtue signaling that are in MLM. Don't be reaching out to everyone. Just create such compelling content that they're going to just join your multi-level marketing company. That has never gone on. This constant reaching out to people to see if they're open and give them out has gone on, all the way back to Amway. And the second thing about this is about the religious part, and it's really messed up. Now, there's a subsection to the second part too, because it's not just like blaming the person in a multi-level marketing company for reaching out and using faith. They are victims too. And wherever you're at in one of these multi-level marketing pyramid schemes, you could be at the top, you could be at the bottom. Most people are at the bottom, but it doesn't matter like how many years you have been in. You can really believe in that it was a legitimate business. People are waking up from these things every day. So when you're somebody that is using faith to try to recruit somebody else in, well, that's because you think this is a legitimate business. Somebody outside of a multi-level marketing company will say, well, you're so stupid. How can you think that it's a legitimate business? Well, ask your government, because according to governments around the world, multi-level marketing companies are legal. So you're the idiot that thinks, well, they're idiots for joining. And it's upside down. It's topsy-turvy. MLMs are legalized fraud. It's not that they're just unethical. They are fraud. They fit the definition of fraud. They shouldn't be in existence. They are pyramid schemes. Just because a product exists, it doesn't mean it's not a pyramid scheme. So when you have this like whole, global unacknowledgement that these things are fraud, they're actually endorsed and protected by law. It's not taught in schools. I never learned that about multi-level marketing or pyramid schemes. I should have learned this shit when I was in elementary. I was in my early 40s when I got sucked in. Yay me. Late bloomer, learned that lesson. I wish I had gone through that in my early 20s. I wish I hadn't have gone through it at all. But it's just not taught. People don't know. Long roundabout way of saying that people involved in multi-level marketing, there's no education about multi-level marketing pyramid schemes. They're protected by law, and people are getting sucked in. They're getting recruited. They're told that it's their fault. And then they believe it's their fault because, after all, it's considered a legitimate business. So it must have just been your poor mindset and your limiting belief set, and you didn't really work hard enough. And at the same time, because this is sanctioned as a legitimate business, people are doing what they're told and using your faith to manipulate and recruit others while being told that that's just getting out of your comfort zone and you're pushing through your limiting beliefs and you're becoming the best version of yourself. This is just normal business. One more thing I wanted to mention too, before I started this. If you've been outside of multi-level marketing, maybe you don't know a lot about cults. It could be easy to say, well, just, it's really not that big a deal. You learned some skills. You can just take those skills and then just like move on with your life. It's going to be totally hunky-dory, Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You've had your religion, just keep your religion and then just leave and just ignore all the bad parts. It doesn't work like that. It's like you take moisturizing lotion, moisture medley, and you rub it on your skin. And then you say, okay, well, it's so easy. Just take that moisture medley off your skin and put it back in the bottle. It doesn't work that way. You can't do it. And it's the same way. You can't just say, well, I can just take my faith and I'm just going to exit multi-level marketing and everything's going to be okay. All right. Here is the first message that this one person was sent to. So this person's getting inundated with messages. Hey, I wanted to reach out and I know you don't want to do an MLM again. And I totally respect that. But if you do have any of your girls that were with BODi that are looking for something with another company, I would love to chat with them about the affiliate opportunity with Make. Yes, it's a startup and totally brand new, but they are family-centered and all about Jesus, which I love. I was at the conference this past weekend, and they really do want everyone to win. There is a call tonight, and I'm happy to share the link if you have anyone who may be interested. No obligation, just information. Somebody is so excited about being in the Make Wellness pyramid scheme, and their faith is like, I love Jesus. It's because I love Jesus. And they were at this conference and they have found somebody on, probably posting on their stories that I don't want to do MLM again. And instead of just leaving them alone, they have to reach out to them and saying, well, I know you don't want to do an MLM again, but maybe one of your teammates might. And then if they can you connect with them and then connect them with me? It's so tone deaf. But I see at the same time, if this, like Hunbot Julie, this message makes 100% sense. I remember what it was like. I also see it for what it is, which they don't realize how brutal this is, how they're just ignoring somebody's wishes and they're being intrusive. Somebody that you don't know reaching out to you, saying like you've just left your MLM, you don't want to do it again. And then saying, well, now I'm going to have to, there's no obligation. You've asked me for an obligation. You're asking me to tell my team to reach out to you who I don't know, I don't trust, I don't know anything about you. And I'm just taking your word that because you love Jesus, that somehow authorizes and gives more legitimacy to whatever MLM pyramid scheme you've signed up with next. It doesn't stand up to any kind of critical thinking. And at the same time, I remember if I was still in multi-level marketing, like the Jesus part I wouldn't have liked that. That would have put me off. But everything else makes complete sense. This is what we're taught to do in multi-level marketing. And it makes sense because multi-level marketing is considered a legitimate business. This is the next message. It starts off with a voice recording, and I'm not going to be putting it on the screen. We're just going to be listening to it. And just me and you, we're going to listen to it together. And then I'm going to show you the screenshots. And again, I've obscured their names.
Hey, I hope you had a great weekend and holiday Monday at that, so even better. I wanted to reach out and just chat with you for a second about the product I've been drinking, which I'm sure you've had a million people reach out to you after BODi, so just bear with me for 2 seconds. Honestly, a lot of people turn it down because of the name, and the name is Happy Juice, so do not judge it. Please do not judge it, because honestly, I did for way too long, and then I started drinking it, and it completely changed my life. It actually makes you so happy. It's crazy. But despite the name, like, just ignore that for a second. It's a product that is helping heal your gut-brain axis, and honestly, the things that came with it blew me away, especially being a mom. Like, all of the things that come with motherhood, it literally just helps so much. Anyways, you could try it for free because you have a high number of following. So I just want to offer you that if you're willing to try it. Like, just give it 30 days and see what you think. I know, like I said, you've probably had people reach out to you about supplements before, but I am so passionate about this and like the company behind it. It's all about mental health, mental wellness. Again, it would be free to try. So just let me know what you think. If you want to give it a try, it's just a form you'd have to fill out. You do not have to commit to anything. There's no payments, literally nothing. It would just be give it a try and tell me what you think. It does help with energy. You can get a caffeinated or uncaffeinated version. But yeah, let me know what you think. And if you want to chat more or have any info on the ingredients or anything, it's all natural, clinically tested, scientifically proven, all of that. So yes, would love to chat with you about it.
The recipient of these messages is getting inundated with DMs from people from all different types of multi-level marketing companies. And you know, when you see people in posting on Facebook or Instagram, when a multi-level marketing company shifts to an affiliate only model, or they just shut down, they just get rid of the business opportunity, and you'll see people posting, now is not the time to reach out and, you know, and prey upon these other people in multi-level marketing companies, let them grieve and just, you know, be a stand-up person and post really good content, and they're just going to come to you and sign up with your multi-level marketing company. Everybody is sending messages to people. They're all reaching out. So it's just like what multi-level marketing is. It's always a lie. It's always deception. We say one thing, we do another, as if it makes sense. And we're not aware that we're doing it. On some level, are we? I guess. But I remember what it was like when I was in. I was completely oblivious. I would just get this feeling in my body, like, and I didn't link it to what I was doing was wrong. I linked it with what I was doing was right. And there was something in me holding myself back. And that's why I didn't have success. So I was rewired to see danger and things that were wrong as actually the right thing to do. And my body was betraying me. My critical thinking was betraying me. I had to substitute my critical thinking, my autonomy, to listen to the multi-level marketing company, my upline, my coach. It's a lot more complicated and nuanced, instead of like, well, you should just know better. How can you behave so badly? It's never a good sign too when you have to apologize for the name of your company, or like any kind of tagline that they have. It's like, we call it Happy Juice. Just ignore it. Don't judge it. It's like, we're going to judge it. We're going to judge it. But, you know, the individual gave a good pitch for her company. This is just standard. This is normal. This is what happens across multi-level marketing. This isn't a one-off. And you know it, especially if you're in multi-level marketing, you've probably sent one of these messages. And if you haven't, and you're really shocked, this might be a wake-up call for you. This is going on at scale. This is not unique. The people that are the loudest in saying that this doesn't go on are the ones sending the messages. You need to hear this. This is commonplace behavior in multi-level marketing. And it's considered, you know, like you're growing, you're stepping into the best version of yourself. If you have the courage just to try, just to send a message to this person. But what you don't realize is that person, you know, is receiving all these messages from all these different people, and they don't want anything to do with MLM. Have you had a chance to listen to my voice note above? I don't want to be annoying, but truly think you'd absolutely love these products and the vision of this business. Plus, you can experiment and try it for a month before deciding anything. You are truly an inspiration to so many, and I can see that. So why not make a bigger impact? And what, you know, you don't see when you're in multi-level marketing is a message like this. This person is probably going to foot the bill. Then they see that this is an investment, that if they can recruit somebody with a big following, they're really going to benefit from them getting into their MLM, because that's how MLMs work. We don't realize, we're like, oh, if I recruit this person, I'm going to make so much money. We describe the scam that we're in without realizing what we're describing. And this language too at the end, you can make a bigger impact. It's such an insult, and we don't realize. We think that we're complimenting someone when we use this kind of language, and it's really insulting. Somebody that is helping someone else in the world doing anything, it doesn't mean that you need to help 1 million people do it. You could make one video on how to program your Hamilton Beach coffee maker, and that helps someone out there. They're like, thank God, I just wanted my cup of coffee. I just wanted to figure this out. I wanted to set the timer, and I figured it out. Thank goodness for this video. You don't need to have that video go viral and to have 150 million people see it. It doesn't make it a less of an impact. But when you're in multi-level marketing, everything is exaggerated. So, well, because you have all these followers, you know, you're helping so many people. You've inspired me. You could have even a bigger impact if you sign up with this multi-level marketing company and recruit everybody and then sell all these products, because that's going to make a bigger impact. Make a bigger impact is one of those thought terminating cliches. It stops your thoughts. It doesn't mean anything. It prevents you from digging any deeper. So if you ask someone, well, what do you mean make a bigger impact? What, you're going to make more people happy by drinking happy juice? What if I just wanted to help one person know how to program their coffee maker? I'm using like a completely, you know, opposite end of the spectrum kind of example to make a point. because everything in MLM, it has to be the biggest, the most. It's whatever you're doing is never enough. You're not enough. I'm actually doing you a favor by reaching out to you. You could be making a bigger impact. How do you know? You're actually not, because it's an MLM scam, but I just wanted to comment on that. Okay, so this person says, oops, sorry, I will listen now. I love that you are so excited about what you sell. That's the best, but I am personally not interested at this time. It sounds like Plexus. I know so many women who love it. I'm just sort of staying away from any other network marketing opportunities at the moment, feeling a bit jaded from everything and need to take a break. I hope you can understand and respect that, but kudos to you for reaching out and asking. Never hurts to ask. Thanks so much. What a kind response, you know? And then this person responds, I totally respect that. What happened with BODi was horrible and literally traumatizing for so many. I get it. I was there too. It's not fair. And I hate that they've ruined the opportunity for so many, because it truly does have potential. It's actually called Amare. It's the only mental wellness company in the world. The one perk is you can take just basic affiliate route, share link, make commission, sell 5. You make $500 US bonus plus 20% commissions. You do not have to build a team whatsoever, but you can still be super successful and be a part of the community and trips without building a team or downline, which is so nice. BODi traumatized me from building a downline. I get it. LOL. The also one is amazing thing is they have an all natural kids line as well. Person just bulldozes. The person said no. And the person that is in Amare ignored the no. For a mental wellness company, do you understand what it means when somebody says no? What is it about them saying no that makes you so uncomfortable and have to ignore it and push anyway? It just immediately goes into this pitch. But this is what happens when you're in an MLM and you're working your business. We don't see this as intrusive. Message goes on, but I totally understand what you're saying. And if you ever have questions or want to try the supplement, it would be free. So message whenever. I hope to continue chatting with you, though. I absolutely love your content. And then this person says, thank you. Next message.
But you're getting a million messages right now. I just want to say I'm so sorry. It's so hard for me to see, and so sad to see so many people who this is their livelihood, and company after company is closing down or going to affiliate marketing and totally changing how things are paid out. So I just want you to know, like, I've silently been watching you for years, and I love you and your sweet little family, and I just am so sorry. Like, if there's anything I can do, if I can pray for you guys, watching your stories made me want to cry, talking about your husband having to go back to work and all that. I feel all of that. So just, I don't know, totally random, but just praying for you guys. I have been following your journey for a few years now, actually, just silently been following you, like I mentioned. And then the last few days especially, I've been following along as you've been talking about new ventures and journeys and stuff like that. And no fluff, no BS. I really get straight to the point, and I want to be so honest with you. As I've heard you talk about what you're looking for, the next step, what your team is looking for, how you want to make social media more lucrative and sharing videos, and how you love your clients, you still want to support them and be there and everything. Honestly, I have to share this. I have to share this with you, and then take it or leave it. But like I said, let me just get straight to the point. I really feel like you would be incredible partnering with Melaleuca. They're not an MLM, so it's set up a little bit differently. The idea is basically the same. I'm not sure if you've heard of Melaleuca before or not. I hadn't. I've been with multiple other companies before this. I've been with Melaleuca for now 2.5 years. I previously left some MLMs I was with. I walked away from about $10,000.
Oh, we've heard of that company.
$1,000 that I was making from them each month. And I walked away because, one, I was winning, but my team wasn't. I also felt like my income was capped, and I just didn't know where to take it, and I knew that I needed more. And so I jumped on a phone call with someone. They showed me Melaleuca's comp plan, and they also showed me like what products they offer. And after I saw that, I knew that I needed to be here. I knew I needed to be here. I knew my team needed to be here. And that was the biggest thing. I wanted to know that my team, anyone coming in, the little guys, could win, not just influencers. Because, I mean, you've got your platform. I have mine. Yours looks amazing. Anyways, I just knew that this is where I needed to be, and that this is where I wanted to take my team. Melaleuca has 500 household essentials. So the cool thing about that is these people are not spending extra money, especially with inflation going on right now, the crazy times in the world, so many MLMs switching to affiliate marketing. Melaleuca is safe. We know that it's not going to go anywhere. It's never going to be bought out. It's a 40-year-old company. Because they're not an MLM, they're not going to get shut down or turned into an affiliate market program. So it's literally never going to go anywhere. Here at Melaleuca, we have a 96% retention rate, which is unheard of, meaning 96% of the people that ordered last month are ordering this month, which creates solid repeat income for us. I would be happy to show you my paychecks. It literally says repeat income that I can count on. It breaks it down. It shows us why we get paid what we get paid. We bonus match here 100%. There's so many amazing things here. But a big thing that's really going to keep your business going is the fact that Melaleuca has sustainable products. These are products people are using. Your toothpaste, your laundry detergent, your hair care, makeup, supplements, protein powders. Oh, they have a whole weight loss program that you could totally get into, which I have, and I've lost 20 pounds on it. It's been amazing. So anyways, these products aren't sexy. They're not the new thing, but it's laundry detergent. Everyone's going to always buy laundry detergent. And our prices either beat Walmart prices or match them. That's what people need in this kind of economy. So as a mom, I could feel really good about offering these products to people. And same with like if you're bringing any of your team over, there's no startup fee. Like there's no big bundles to buy, no buy-ins. Like it's literally the money you would already be spending. Anyways, I know that's a lot to throw at you. I would love to talk to you. I know you've got a lot of people coming at you, but I really think it would be worth your time and worth your husband's time to take a look at it.
The March 2024 business report summary that this person in Melaleuca sent out to try to, recruit this person or tell her to bring her team over into this company shared a lot more information than just how much money she was making, as you're going to see here. I blocked out all the names. There are names of not only her and her phone number, her ID number, her mobile, her email, but also 4 other names of people that are executive directors, national directors in various cities. Not only that, it's 4 additional names of strangers, of people that did not reach out to this person that was in BODi. I don't know if they gave permission for their name, their address, their city, their street, their zip code, and their phone number to be just given out in a private message like this. This is shocking to me that this occurred. I blocked out the names just to show this. It's saying the repeat income is $3,538. The income is irrelevant to me. I am blown away that this person just gave out somebody's at least 4 other people's private information, their phone numbers and their addresses, just because they're trying to hopefully recruit somebody. Or I guess sell them a Melaleuca product or get them to sign up with them, or however the language goes. So not only does this person send this evidence of how much money she's making and the names, the addresses, the phone numbers of other people in her team or in her customer list or something, but then she starts following up with this person over and over again. She keeps looking at her stories, sending her more messages, trying to just keep that real friendly, nonchalant feel. Now, if the person knows that she's being hounded, it's as clear as day, and then sends another message.
Totally get that. And I'm just too eager. I know that I just jump on any opportunity, which is why I just want to message you. But just at least if you ever do decide you are ready to at least look at something, keep me in mind. I will be here cheering you on, excited for your group that you're starting with all those women. Either way, just keep me in mind. But yeah, no, I appreciate you getting back to me for sure.
Sends more messages, following up on her stories. Every time she posts a story, she's responding with these lengthy replies just to try to keep that connection. It's too much. It's just too much. It's like, back off. And then there were 2 more people from Melaleuca that reached out to this person. One person, and then I think it might be her upline or whatever the terminology is in Melaleuca.
Today were making me like on the verge of tears right there with you. I just want you to know that you're being lifted up and you're being prayed for. And I love that some of your close people were able to be there for you today, and you have such wise women in your life. I just wanted to reach out. I didn't feel like it was the right time right when all of the BODi stuff happened, but I've partnered with this amazing company, and I came from Beachbody, and it has just been a lifeboat for our family. And I'm surrounded by like-minded women who are super strong Christians and love Jesus with their whole heart. And it's not MLM. It's actually structured a little bit differently, but I would love the chance to show you what it is I'm doing if you'd be open to taking a look. Gosh, girl, your stories today were making
the praying over. It's like, in excelsis Deo. We used to joke around, my father can beat your father playing dominoes. Then this person said, hey, did you get a chance to listen to my voice memo? And the person said, I'll listen now. They said, what's the name of your company? Thank you for the sweet message. And then they replied, Melaleuca. Has anyone ever introduced you to it before? Well, yes, actually lots of people have. It's been the biggest blessing, and I think it might be exactly what you're looking for. My friend actually opened up her Zoom a few days ago and did an amazing job laying out the store and why it makes so much sense as a smart consumer to shop here. And she also goes over how we earn an income. Would you be open to getting your on it and to see if it's something that would make sense for your family? I might have missed another screenshot here, so that's on me. But in any case, the person isn't interested, and conveys that to the person in Melaleuca. So the person says, "Oh, really? So funny. Have you watched a store tour or anything, or just chatted with people about it?" What we do is so simple and has been such a breath of fresh air from coming from the MLM world. I also have 4 little kids and my husband is a firefighter, and I fit it into our life so authentically, and busy mamas is a huge part of your following. It would be so natural for you. Would you be open to watching the recording or even hopping on Zoom with me and my mentor, just so you know what's truly here if you ever decided to pivot? Totally not trying to be pushy. I actually haven't approached any other body people, but I have been following you for so long before I even knew you did Beachbody, and the Lord has put you on my heart because I know this could be the vehicle for your family. I know you said other people have approached you about Melaleuca, but I'm just curious if any of them showed you the back end, because this month when you help 20 shoppers, they are paying you a $1,000 bonus on top of a $300 bonus for your first 8, a $600 bonus for your first 10, and about $500 on the commission of your 20 shoppers that would be paid out on December 12th. I know you mentioned Christmas, and I just know a $2,400 paycheck would be so helpful right now before Christmas, and I know I could easily help you achieve this. Would you be open just to hearing more info? No! Leave me alone. Leave this person alone, for heaven's sakes. And now here's the last voice message. It's not really the last message, because then another message comes in from this person's upline.
I have been continuing to pray over my business and pray over the type of woman that the Lord is going to have cross paths and join me in 2025. I know we've chatted a little bit and that you're familiar with Melaleuca. I just keep having this tug on my heart that like needs to do this. You have such an engaged following, and you would not only be able to bring in such a life-changing income for your family, but what I love so much about Melaleuca, especially coming from Beachbody.
Sounds like income claims galore here. And it also sounds like, oh, God is putting it on my heart. This, or like that whole using God. I'm helping you. God is appointed me an ambassador to then get you into this company. It's so disgusting.
Because I was a body coach, a beach body coach back in the day, and I never was able to help people bring in a significant income. Like they could help maybe a couple shoppers here and there, sell a couple challenge packs, but never anything that was like significant. And I don't know, I know that you were super successful with Body and made a killing, and I'm sure that you helped your girls also make a lot of money. But what fills me up so much with Melaleuca is I've been able to really help other women bring in a significant income for their family, and it has just been so.
Wow, I'd like to know the statistics on this. This is like a lot of income claims coming from this participant, from this person. Wonder how much money all these people are making after expenses.
Life-giving, and I cannot help but to continue to tell people about it just because it has drastically changed the course of our lives in just 17 months. And I know that it could do the same for you. And I really don't want to beat a dead horse, or I hope this is not coming across the wrong way and that you take it well. I just love the way that you show up in this space, and I really think that this could be the vehicle that would be such a good fit for you, and you would be so aligned. I'm not sure if you'd be open just to getting your eyes on a quick video and seeing if it's something that would be a good fit. And maybe it's not, and that's totally fine, but either way, at least you'll know what is on the other side.
It wasn't totally fine. This person could not take no for an answer. I don't know how many times I'm just trying to not be pushy. I'm beating a dead horse. You are being pushy, and you are beating a dead horse. For God's sakes, quit creeping on people in their stories and pushing whatever you're trying to sell and saying that you're life-changing income in only 17 months for you. I wonder how many other people in your organization can also make that claim. But it doesn't end there. Not only did this person keep coming back, but now her upline reaches, or whatever you call it in Melaleuca, reaches out to this participant just to try. Can't you just at least get on a Zoom call? I mean, God has told me to reach out to you.
Hi, friend. I am whispering because I'm co-sleeping and my daughter is sleeping beside me. But my friend Matt told me that she reached out to you, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was praying for her last week. I didn't reach out super boldly, but we were just watching your stories.
Oh my gosh, I was just praying for her last week. Sure you were. What's it? Sure, Jan. I don't think so. I was just praying for her last week.
Again, and prayerfully just wanted to reach out and tell you that there's a safe space for you here. And I remember meeting you, I don't know if it was NLC or another Beachbody event, but just kind of talking to you about how you were having trouble with your community and your audience and your network, wanting to buy weight loss stuff because you really branded yourself as the boy mom and the funny mom and the Jesus loving mom. And that didn't really translate into before and after pictures and workout people. And I just want to tell you that where we're at now, like I mentioned, we left Beachbody about 15 months ago. It's totally mom stuff. It's totally everyday life mom stuff, affordable products. It's not MLM, which is pretty reassuring in this culture that we're living in. But I know Matt reached out to you, but she told me she reached out to you, and I was like, oh my gosh, she would fit in so good here, and I would absolutely love to work with you. Obviously, I meant you would get both of us if you joined Matt. And we just love to hop on a call.
Oh, they're mentors. That's what they are. It's her mentor.
With you and chat with you and pray with you, really, because we see you and we love you.
We want to pray with you. This is so creepy. It's so gross, just seeing this. And the participants that are reaching out, they don't believe that they're being pushy. They just think that they're following up because the fortune is in the follow-up. That's what we're told in Multi-Level Marketing Company as well. I have one little piece of hair that's driving me bananas. So there's been Amare, there's been Melaleuca, and now there's Bravenly. Bravenly also slides into the DMs and tries to just be like, oh, would you be open to taking a look? If not, no big deal. So then this person says, hi, so-and-so, I hope you had a great weekend. This weekend, sitting in the optional worship church session at my first Bravenly National Conference. It was packed, by the way. Your name kept coming to me as I looked around the room. I do have to just comment. I have to interrupt this and just to point out how horrible this is. Just, saying worship, optional worship church session. This isn't the second sentence of this prospecting message, knowing this person is of faith and then just leading with that. It was an optional worship church session. And I just kept thinking of you. Your name kept coming to me. Magically, God got on the telephone and it rang and I'm like, oh my God, do I have to call? I should send her a message. I have to send her a message. This is such bullshit. It's just used to try to recruit someone into Bravenly now. And it's just sad to see. All right. This community is so deep rooted in faith. Which faith is what I want to know. The sermon coming from my leader's husband, who is a pastor, his sister-in-law, another leader, singing with him. I know you've shared about navigating the hardships with all the changes the last few months. I know you've mentioned you're still trying other products to be an affiliate, and I believe many of our products would be a great option for you. I don't know, nor do I put any weight. If you never want to build a team again, you will never get pressure from me there. I don't believe that. That's a personal decision, and I'm simply here to show you. That's a personal decision, and I'm simply here to show how we do it. It works for sure. Our leaders were the top 5 earners in the entire company, and none had a full year in business last year. But I do believe the Lord keeps telling me you're meant to be here. These products are formulated from what He's created. It was in capital letters. The founder, Aspen Emery, a former network marketing leader who had the doors shut on her without notice, no tapering off, just bankrupt and closed. She worked on the corporate side for another direct sales company. She is so deep rooted in faith, has founded a debt-free company that gives to the field more than her profit because she cares. She built a compensation plan where everyone wins. Customers, affiliates, and brand partners. Customers even get 10% club cash for referring friends orders, not once, every time they're referred friend orders. Affiliates can have affiliates under them. Our compensation plan allows anyone to build with solely customers too, not dependent on anyone else. 4 years old and triple-digit growth, $50 million in year 4 and less than 10,000 brand partners, nothing like I've ever seen. And as I sat on the room with so many hurt people from experiences within the industry, they all landed here because we learned what to look for and why it's so different here, even after being burned. In the last 10 months, leaders from Rodan and Fields, Saint, BODi, Beauty Counter all said they'd never do this again, but the faith of the founder and leaders made them take a look. Any of those leaders that came from those companies would be open to share with you their personal experiences since joining. From a prayer corner, the entire founding family praying on every chair before our first day in our seats and a worship session on Sunday. There was only 1,400 people at this conference. We have a sales summit in KC in July, and they're already planning for 4,000 tickets, if not more. I share this because there was a lot of bad in the industry, and I was never doing this again until I saw my leader so-and-so's before and after and dug into the integrity of the products, the company, and the comp plan. Our 3 pillars are impact, integrity, and courage. This is a baby company about to hit huge momentum, and I think you'd find there is a fit here that meets you where you are in your heart. Would you be open to taking a look and having a discussion with so-and-so and I? Here is her account if you want to check her out too. Incredible human. And then she sent her pictures of the Bravenly prayer corner at their conference. This is so messed up. Look at this thing. You can go and pray. Oh, no. And it's weird to me that God apparently is so busy having a direct line to all these people in various multi-level marketing companies, or companies that are not, it's such a breath of fresh air, they're not multi-level marketing companies at all. They're just telling them, like, God has told them. So which one is right? How do you know which one God is really talking to? Or maybe my guess is God is talking to none of them. And this is just pure selfishness. This is faith manipulation. They've been manipulated too, to believe that God is now telling them to go send prospecting messages to somebody who is no longer going to be in multi-level marketing. This person also included a couple of video clips from Bravenly where it's like a faith, it's like a church session. They're singing and there's a guitar and everybody, they're putting up their hands. Not everybody is doing that, but some people are. And it's just sad, The final message was, I believe this message was sent the day that Beachbody announced that they're getting rid of this business opportunity. This person didn't waste any time. Hey, so-and-so, I'm blank, and I was raised in wherever. I've been following your journey for a few years now, and I feel like you are always so positive, so upbeat, and just pour into people. I am drawn to you, as I know others are too. How you show up is a gift. Thank you for shining bright. You know how many messages this person has received? If you were questioning anything beforehand, I'm like, this is sure as hell wake you up. That's what I think. I saw today that Beachbody is switching gears and going to affiliate. First, let me say that I pray this isn't something that doesn't negatively affect you and your family. I don't fully understand what that entails, but I have gathered it is very different than a team-based compensation plan. If you happen to be in a place of uncertainty or wondering what's next, I would love to introduce you to a company that I have been with for almost 5 years, Plexus. Oh, now we've got Plexus pulls up to the DMs. Are you familiar with it at all? I think it would align really great with you, with your health and wellness lifestyle. There are incredible products that people need and order every month and has a huge growth projection. They have always said, quote, we do network marketing the way it can and should be done, end quote. Every MLM says that. They have a generous compensation plan. They are independently owned and have assured us that we will continue this business model because we are based on customers rather than only reps. Every MLM says the exact same thing. Isn't this just nuts to see them? They all slip into their pitch to try to get as much information out as possible with these ridiculous an amount of commissions, and then the team-based, and it's so much. It's too much, and it's sad. This may feel like a lot of information to share on a hi, I'm so-and-so message. I know how important network marketing is for my family, as I'm sure it is for you as well. So it's coming from a place of I care for you and want to share with you something beautiful if you're looking. Would you be open to learning more about what Plexus is? Also, I started typing this on Insta, hit return on accident, and it sent before I finished. Wanted to explain myself fully. I'm sorry. This person responded, this comes off so distasteful. I know you mean well, but I hope you don't message any other body partners unless you know them personally. God bless. And this person responds, I'm so sorry it came off that way. And I did send a message to your Facebook Messenger because I accidentally hit send before I finished my message, which I explained in the Facebook message. And they keep going on. Oh my God. She says, God bless. This is the end. This is a social cue. If you're in MLM, just take the L. Just walk away. If there's so many people in the world, just fucking let it go. The disrespect for somebody just saying, this is distasteful. And this person responded, I'm sorry. It's like, you didn't even need to apologize. This wasn't even your fault. Someone's coming into your DMs when your company has just announced that you can't have a team anymore, completely disrupting everything, which happens in all these other multi-level marketing companies. People don't know what the hell is going on. So you see a lot of people, going to another MLM. And some people they're waking up and they're like, I don't want anything else to do with MLMs. I'm done. I'm out. And then this person just keeps coming. I'm sorry it came off that way, but I explained it in the Facebook message. No accountability. And then they keep going on. I truly, truly apologize that I made you feel that way. That was not at all my intention. In my other message that I was able to finish, I explained that network marketing, just stop. You got to just stop. It's enough. It doesn't matter. Just stop. I explained that network marketing is such a blessing to so many families, including my own, and I value it so much that I was reaching out for that reason alone, not to jump on people who just had the rug pulled out from under them. You didn't just reach out to this person because suddenly in your heart you just love network marketing so much, and it just what happened to coincide the very day that BODi announced it wasn't going to, like, you can't have a team anymore. Come on. You know, you can still be in multi-level marketing. You can still, be trying to recruit people and still think that it's a legitimate business. You still don't behave this way. You take responsibility for the shit that you do. It means if I know this has to be so hard, and if you want another option, I'm happy to share again. I'm sorry if timing wasn't right, but I had people who went through similar situations recently with other companies share with me they wanted another avenue ASAP, so thought I'd share with you. Again, I'm sorry and didn't mean for it to be distasteful. Praying for the people affected by this tonight, and I really hope you understand it was in good intentions that I reached out. It wasn't in good intentions. You, by your own admission, described people had shared with you that they wanted another avenue. This person didn't share shit with you. You reached out to them. It's just, they're just trying to justify it. So, well, I said it in this other Facebook message. And even if I did, it was just the timing was wrong. I didn't mean for it to be distasteful. So I'm really sorry. It's just stop, Oh my God. I wanted to show you this as a series of messages, and there was even more apparently that this person that was in BODi was just bombarded with. Look at the examples that were just in this video. Plexus, Amare, Bravenly, Melaleuca. But Melaleuca isn't a multi-level marketing company. But the reason I've included it in this video is that this participant sent, few participants actually, sent messages to this person trying to get them into this company that's definitely not a multi-level marketing company, not like these other ones are multi-level marketing companies. You can imagine in stages of waking up from being an MLM, figuring out what it is, and you're like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. The company then announces that you're not going to be able to have a business opportunity, recruit other people into it. It's only going to be, affiliate only. And then you get inundated with all these people trying to get you into their company. Like, look at all the examples. Look at all the different companies this person was interacting with. And it's just wasted time out of their day. And every person believes that God has given them a secret message to inspire them to reach out to this person. And they're going to use that. And multi-level marketing, it turns people into this. It just sucks. It sucks that people's faiths are being used to turn them into salespeople, for their company, to keep recruiting people into it and thinking that they're doing God's will. And they think that because a company or a founder of a company says that they're Christian, or they say that they're Jesus-centered or God-centered, that they just believe them. They're so easily fooled. Just because someone tells you that they're a Christian, it doesn't mean that they're not a scammer. People lie. People can be very convincing. And people that are using faith in this thing, if you're saying they're good Christians, you're saying that because you're believing them. You're saying, well, it's God-centered and it's really deep-rooted in faith, and that's your selling point. That is a red flag. It's a red flag because you're glomming onto something that is really important to you, and you think that it is irrefutable, that there's no way that anybody could just point out, it's like, yeah, but that person that is saying they're a Christian is like a serial killer, and they also kick small puppies in their spare time, and they laugh about it, and they video it, and then they send it on, they sell it on the dark web. Just because they say they're a Christian doesn't mean they're a Christian. And for you to be so easily fooled, you're so trusting, your faith is so important to you that you just assume that somebody else would feel the same way you did. You're being used, you're being conned, and what's horrible is that your faith is being used against you. It's just sad. I don't even know what else to say about this, and it doesn't matter what you believe in, what your faith is, who you pray to. Your faith is important, and it shouldn't be used against you. And that is what I say, and that's what I believe. Thanks. I'll see you in the next video.